class, whoever parked in my space. Thank you. I enjoyed the...
That's not what we want.
walk.
No, that's not it.
This is an open letter to the mayor of our city.
Your city.
Your city.
Your city.
Dear Mayor Hancock,
This is one of the best places to live in the country, according to some.
But as the holidays approach,
As leaves change colors,
As the temperature drops,
For those left outside, it becomes very unpleasant.
the veterans suffering from PTSD you claim to care about, the women fleeing domestic violence issues, folks battling addiction and mental health issues, people who've fallen on financial hardships.
Add to that, you are conducting brutal sweeps of encampments across the city, enforcing your urban camping ban.
destroying citizens' properties and their lives.
and their lives.
and their lives.
In the wake of COVID, many more people who are out of work will be evicted and will be experiencing homelessness. Who's next?
Who's next? Who's next? Imagine having nowhere
Nowhere to wash your hands during the middle of the pandemic, nowhere to use the restroom or maintain your menstrual hygiene.
Imagine having nowhere to go potty in the pandemic.
You already have a $300,000
$300,000 contract with Liberty Waste. That could provide adequate sanitation and portable restrooms for our unhoused neighbors.
Our message to you, Mayor Hancock.
End the sweeps now.
End the sweeps now.
End the sweeps now.
End the sweeps now.
In the sweeps now. Dead that. Right now.
provide adequate portable bathroom and sanitation facilities for Denver's unhoused neighbors.
Provide safe,
Realistic, safe outdoor spaces for people experiencing houselessness. Do it now, not soon. Now.
Sincerely, your city.
Your city.
Our city.
Our city.
Our city.
End the sweeps now.
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 Now.
From allies to abolitionists, good morning, boys and girls, friends, lovers, children of all ages. We're here in Denver. I'm Brian. And I want to say hi. There we are. How's everybody doing today? I've got a few things going on in the world right now that I wanted to share with you. Definitely, homelessness is a big issue right now in our community. The fact that there are 31,000 unhoused individuals in the metropolitan community area, per a recent report of counting over a 1-year period of time. And when we talk about that period of time, it's from January 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020. So pre-COVID, during COVID, before the evictions and the processes get to begin, we are definitely looking at that. Safety man, yeah, I don't know. I've got to figure out how to do that. And so it's going to take me a second. I do want to share this link in the chat, though, for everybody who watches. CO Masquerade. That's how we're going to do marketing for the mask company. We are in the studios right now, the office of Colorado Masquerade, here is the StreamYard link. And you want to come join us, I'll figure out. I've never actually added people much to these things. I have 2 computers running, by the way. Something new for me. I'm hoping that before this episode, this panel, this time that we're together here over the lunch hour or period is completed today, that we might be able to check out my new channel and the new video that I have posted on that channel in regards to Nicholas Heald. So I'm hoping that we'll get some people up. But I know that much of the community was well, thank you, Memo Red Spectrum. I'm very grateful. There's a lot of things going on in our world today, and I've tried to put some of them together a little bit so that you and I could enjoy the conversation together. The first thing I want to do, for those of you who are on Facebook, is I'm going to share this link. This is Brother Jeff Fard, and I want you to see this video that I'm... there you are, Safety Man. Unfortunately, before we get to you, I'm going to add this video in because I think it's important. It's where I started with my day in my mentalities, and we want everybody to see the work that others are doing. So we're going to go over here to Facebook tab, and if I've saved everything correct, I should be at the 30-some minute mark, and we're going to show it. It rebooted. Okay, let's see. I'm going to fast forward it. This is the struggle with trying to have moderate community resources being applied to the effort. So what we're gonna pull up here, just about the 30-minute mark, I believe, is where
he climbed that ladder, and I get it. And you know what?
I want you to see this. This is Brother Jeff Fard. He is an activist. Of the
population in the Denver metro area. It hurt.
Is the community. So we're gonna try to watch this.
With Facebook and fake news and all of that stuff in the election. And so I thought, well, let me call upon some folks like Mike, who had did I Can't Breathe Again, and see if I could get that kind of momentum going in the way that he had that song go viral. So I hit Mike up on a message and asked him if he would give me a track for it, and he was like, sure, no problem. I explained to him what it was about, and he was in it. And then he even got Get Busy Living Studios to donate the time. Once they heard what it was about, they were with it. Then right after that, I called Kingdom, and Kingdom was like, yeah, thank you for thinking of me. And I so blown away that Kingdom would do it. I was a little shy to even ask him, because I didn't know where he was at with that, but he was like, sure, no problem. And Kingdom, Westward's best hip-hop artist over and over again, from the 90s on into the early 2000s. Currently radio personality for KS 1075, and toured with De La Soul, recorded with De La Soul, traveled the country, artists featured for Summer Jam, big concerts here in Denver. So just a pioneer in breaking through, breaking through the pack as far as a big hip hop artist here out of Denver. Chill, what can you say about Chill? I mean, battle rapper extraordinaire, DMC battle champion for years, going way back to the early 90s. Chill has just been relentlessly infamous as a battle rapper, and has the same released several projects and toured the country and done magnificent work as an artist. And then Sandman, another one, comes from a relentless crew of just, reality rap, street storyteller, game spitters, and just has a reputation in town for just bringing it to you real, raw, and hard. And this is what I want to say about them. And then, of course, Kid Astronaut, a young prodigy who has a bright future in music, and just an incredible. He's got an album that he just completed, and it is fire, 100% fire through and through. And he's the baby of the bunch, but he's got a future ahead of him.
But before you get into all of them, tell us about Apostle, the ones they call Jeff Campbell right now. Who is Apostle?
Well, I started out probably around, officially released a record in '93 called Apostle, the Chosen One, and received critical acclaim nationally for my release. And I was down with Gary Martinez, Scratch G.
So while we're waiting for this video, I'm going to try to stream it up a little bit. I had this pending.
Legend.
I want you to see this new video for a minute or so.
Eastsiders and Northsiders.
It's a world premiere. Was on Jeff Fard. I guess they're talking about a lot of musicians here. This video is coming up.
We talk about this premiere. Tell us what we are about to witness as we get ready for this world premiere. This world premiere.
So this music video. Documentary featuring some folks from Denver Homeless Out Loud and others about this issue of people experiencing homelessness.
Well, I'll tell you already, here's what we're going to do right now. You all get ready, and for those of you who have shared this, all 56 of you or more, we are about to show you an incredible project. I want you to take it in. And there's something about music that tells the story, and there's something about art that tells the story that, this story is going to be told in 5 minutes, and it would generally take someone 5 centuries to do something like this in terms of putting a message across. So without further ado, this is a Message to the Mayor featuring Chill, Sandman, Kingdom, Apostle, Kid Astronaut, and it's produced by none other than Mike Coates.
Starving, stomach touching, no lunching, broke, no hope, pocket lint clutching, can't sleep, can't function, cop pushing me in the street, bum rushing, pull something out of the trash can and ate it, pretend imagining my mom just made it, breath smelling like boat smoke with no soap, sprinkle of soap, holes that my toenails poke, in my sock, from walking the block with no shoes, if I die, I won't even make it on the news, bump chill, giving the spill and narration, Hancock is on your watch, legislation, talk about my tax dollars, put it in context, buy land, build a complex, it's not that complex, I'm not impressed cause we're selling the test, folks claiming that they're blessed, but you're looking a mess, I'm in raw, keep a watchful eye, in my eye, what you do when the dark comes out on the block, kids with no place to go, they just roaming, pushed out from gentrification, and zoning, honing on the issues, get it fixed, so we can praise you on the next one, remix, if Colorado's the best place to live, change it, homeless can't even get warm meals or blankets, cut the streets, need you, promise to do something, but we don't believe you, man, cut the city and need you, promise to do something, but we don't see you, man, cut the streets, need you, you promise to do something, but we don't believe you, man, cut the streets, need you, you promise to do something, picture the vision, you care how they living is your pride, a mile high, Hancock the unforgiving, lost more too many rich people making meals. Poverty's profits are deceptive. Now tell us who's a villain. You'd rather see them engulfing. We've seen it too often. Mental madness, you a savage from your talking like a toy all wound up. Homeless caps round up, revealed from the ground up. A scared to come around. Plus, what would you do if this was you? Would you take it for granted the way you do? We knew you would.
Cut the streets, need you. You promised to do something, but we don't believe you. Yeah, cut the city and need you. Promised to do something, but we don't see you. Yeah, cut the streets, need you. You promised to do something, but we don't believe you. Yeah, cut the streets, need you. You promised to do something.
Downtown looking like a war zone. Many despondent, no place to call home. Let me expound just a little bit. Families is homeless, city ain't hit shit. We don't need sweets, we need solutions. Hypothermia just keep executing. Excrement cover the streets with kids plant they feet, but we throw them $1 just to eat. Wandering into that old mission. Just one night of shelter is not sufficient. Another shot at life is what they need. And a decent place to rest their feet. Remember, one false move, you can be in their shoes. So watch who you turn your nose up to. Aurora Endeavor is not the same, but we still say justice for Elijah McClain.
Yeah, cut the streets, need you. You promised to do something, but we don't believe you. Yeah, cut the city and need you. Promised to do something, but we don't see you. Yeah, cut the streets, need you. Promised to do something, but
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Brother Jeff. It is a new music video, The Message to the Mayor. You can find more on YouTube, Allies to Abolitionists, and their website, which I don't have in front of me, but Emancipation Theater is the page that you want to go to find more of that. Next, while we get some things together, folks, I'm working on it. So let's see here. That's the Emancipation Theater channel that I just posted on the YouTube, on the chat there. And we're going to do another tab share here. My mindset got to this today because so much is going on. So much is going out there in the world. Denver's being a big focus right now, the way we manage these things. I was on the phone with a member of the community just yesterday talking about how important it is that we stop doing traumatic displacement of human beings. So let's catch this little bit on Al Jazeera News. It's just a 2-minute news clip.
Temporary moratorium. Meant to prevent renters losing their homes have been lifted in 30 states, and millions are facing a harsh reality.
The landlord here has started an eviction process against us when my mom lost her job, her full-time job, due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm completely scared and frightened because I don't want to become homeless. I don't want my family to be split up and have to live in a homeless shelter.
Over the last few months, as job losses have grown, so too have the lines at food banks. That massive loss of income and increasing desperation not only affects renters, but landlords too.
Somebody who might own just one property and that's how they survive. They take the rental income to pay their bills, or they have a duplex and they might live in one half and rent out the other. Without the rental income, they cannot pay their bills.
This is absolutely a time to be generous and provide additional federal relief to people who've been laid off.
In Washington, negotiations between the Democratic Party and the Republicans continue over a new relief program. Some unemployment benefits officially ended last month with no new plans in place. That, combined with an end to protection from eviction, could have a devastating effect. Housing experts say without action, the US could witness a tsunami of evictions that may affect tens of millions of people. Without homes, many are forced to live with relatives or in shelters, increasing their risk of contracting COVID-19. The court system is overwhelmed hearing eviction cases, as a safety net designed to protect the most vulnerable seems to be straining. According to the data company Statista, 40% of Americans are now at risk of eviction. For some, it's already happened.
It's heartbreaking. You know, I lost my job, and what wrong with that? I lost everything else. No money, no nothing. I don't sleep well, or I stay worried about stuff all the time.
By some estimates, 40 million people could lose their homes, impacting poverty rates, homelessness, and the wider economy. Andy Gallagher, Al Jazeera, Miami, Florida.
That, folks,
just all feels a bit pointless, you know.
Real
while
hardship
I'm doing my
right there.
makeup, I'm not going.
Kill that. There's the panel link on there. That's right. If you want to come and join, Carol, Safety Man, whoever's on here, we definitely want to encourage you to join the conversation a little bit. If you're so inclined. I'm in the screen and I can see anybody who would join us on the StreamYard's link. Now, the process is not an easy process if you think about starting over. I don't know about you, but when I started out, I had something, right? When we leave the house at 16, 18, 26, whatever it is, most of us out there in the world have something to start with. And that's energy, that's hope, that's a desire to go out and live in the world and do something with it. And then life happens. If you've been paying attention to the videos over the last few weeks, then you know that Phil, for example, and the family had a medical condition. A heart attack or a stroke is just one of the reasons that a person would be at risk of losing everything. A friend of ours saw a video from the other day when I was out with a gentleman named Wolf, who's been on the streets for 8 years. And they recognized Wolf as somebody that they worked with, that they were an active community with. And we know that cancer has an impact on others. Health conditions in the unhoused community right now. Frostbite. Wolf had frostbite on his feet and couldn't do it. Couldn't get out of a tent to talk to us. So it's tough. The struggle is the struggle out there in the world is really, really hard. I've been overwhelmed in the last weeks just at the level of public response that continues to grow. And since I'm trying to create some education and some processes of change, I wanted to look at a couple things today. One of those was the music video, The Call to the Mayor. There is a metropolitan effort in the Denver metro community, because it's not a Denver problem, it's a regional problem. We don't look at Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, but pretty much the Denver circle from Aurora to Boulder, where you can get from spot to spot without a car, on bike, on footpath, on mass transit. And we can see that this regional area has 31,207 unhoused people that were counted in the last year. Now, what are the answers? I don't know. I don't know that one thing is going to work, right? What we know is that there are many things that are working. The safe outdoor spaces being one of those. So I'm going to see if I can pull up a website here. I want you all to have a chance to look at that. So this is the Colorado Village Collaborative, Safe Outdoor Spaces. There are now 2 of them. But on Wednesday, July 1st, and I believe that was 2019, could have been 18, the Denver Mayor's Office announced that in partnership with the Colorado Village Collaborative, the Interfaith Alliance of Colorado, and several other nonprofits, the city would be opening safe outdoor spaces for people experiencing homelessness. These safe outdoor spaces will be healthy, secure, staffed, resource and service-rich environments that prioritize people experiencing homelessness who are not accessing existing services or resources. These dedicated campsites will include the following resources and services: bathrooms, hand sinks, food, drinking water, laundry, showers, shade, tents, electricity, and internet. It's really interesting because they actually don't just provide shade tents. They provide immediate emergency housing for those who are residing inside the site. So it's not just shade from the day, it's actual residential services. Those services including daily wellness screenings, COVID testing access, hotel referrals, outreach services, homeless management intake, housing referrals, employment referrals, and benefit navigation. So on this website, which is, of course, the Colorado Village Collaborative Safe Outdoor Space, there is the link. Good afternoon. Trump said, Steve Blibitz and Carol, please enjoy those cabbages you're cooking. I'm sure they're going to feed people in the next couple of days. Let's continue on the site here. So there's a lot of organizations that are in collaboration. The Showers for All program. Excuse me, I am starving. I should not have done this without eating first. Is one that I want to focus on. I was just having a conversation with a gentleman in the Carolinas about encampments and the services end of things. And Showers is one of those. This is Jen Klopel, who you've seen on my page as I've interviewed her. Unfortunately, I can't get the video.
Confidence, but reminds our friends on the street
there we go.
that they're human, they are valued.
Let's go backwards. Let's start this.
Hi, I'm Jen from Showers for All. Showers for All was started to provide showers, laundry, and smiles to those living on the streets. Our mission is to empower the journey away from homelessness and poverty by restoring dignity and hope. Being clean is something that most people take for granted. A clean body instead of clothes not only provides confidence, but reminds our friends on the street that they are human, they are valued, and they matter. Being clean provides so many benefits for our friends experiencing homelessness. It helps improve physical and mental health. It can open more doors for jobs and education. We know that 85% of children who are homeless are chronically absent from school. Many of them because they don't have access to basic necessities such as showers and laundry, and don't want to feel bullied or embarrassed due to their lack of hygiene resources. We want to invite you to join us in supporting our goals to provide showers and laundry 7 days a week on the streets of Denver. Last year, we were blessed with the financial support of our local community that allowed us to construct the Showers for All trailer. But it doesn't stop there. Keeping this facility on the streets every day of the year requires support not only for basics such as soap, towels, and other supplies, but it also ensures that we can keep compassionate, trained staff on site each day to guarantee a wonderful experience to those in need. Please visit showersforall.org to learn how you can support this vital initiative.
Hi, I'm Kellen with Showers for All. When we set out to build a revolutionary experience for our homeless friends and neighbors, we knew we had to do something different. It couldn't just be about being clean. It was an opportunity to provide something so basic that all of us experience every day but never really reflect on. For many of us, especially those with children and busy households, the time spent waking up in the morning to a warm shower and clean set of clothes is a reawakening. It's an opportunity for reflection and to reset, to enter the world with a fresh heart and head. This is something those living on the street never get to experience. And it's this focus on a simple component of mental health that fueled the construction of this trailer. A trailer designed not just for clean, but for rejuvenation and rebirth. We hope those who have an opportunity to use this facility come away with clean bodies, clean clothes, and most importantly, warmed hearts and souls. Please visit us at showersforall.org or follow us on social media to see the ways that you can support this critical service. We have so many opportunities for you to get involved. There are a variety of ways for you to support us financially, from individual donations to recurring monthly giving, to Amazon Smile and PayPal programs that allow you to support us by shopping using the tools you already use every day. We also have a multitude of volunteer opportunities, not just serving directly on the ground, but also from the safety of your own home during this challenging time.
We wouldn't be here without all of you. You made this happen, and we are forever grateful. But we need your help. Please visit showersforall.org to learn how you can join us on this incredible journey.
Yay! That, friends, was Showers for All, an amazing organization building showers out of trailers so that we have options for our community. Now, some of you, I want to touch on a couple of these websites here since we're here. Let's see where we're at here. I'm sorry. Trying to change the screen that we're sharing. I'm going to go to the Interfaith Alliance tab here. Tell you about the Interfaith Alliance is voice driving rights and equality. Now, some of you are going to recognize the Interfaith Alliance name. They're the first location of they're on the street responders, right? When we talk about STAR, that's the police department's kind of version of service providing instead of policing. The Interfaith Alliance is a community of churches and non-church groups. They give a voice to Coloradans who put their faith into action as a force for good in public life. They welcome anybody who wishes to join them. Pre-COVID, remember how tightly we could pack together. That looks like their mission here is to promote justice, religious liberty, and interfaith understanding through building relationships in order to educate, advocate, and catalyze social change. Their work brings together people from many religions and backgrounds to assure that rights, inclusion, equity, and opportunity for all, religious liberty and assuring freedom and equality for all, racial justice, economic justice. Through educational forums, direct advocacy, and supporting creative and transformative change in our communities, they work to be a force for good. Here we are with Joe Salazar, Leslie Harold, and a wide spectrum of community leaders at the Colorado State Capitol, speaking on issues. They have a variety of programs, advocacy, catalyzing for social change, and they're one of a multitude of organizations that are part of the collaborative, and this is what I think is important for all of you to hear and to see. Trump, thank you. Trump said, appreciate you as well. These organizations, these programs are important, and the reason that they're important is that they're a changing in the strategies that the citizens are demanding, right? So we went from making it illegal to be unhoused in the city and county of Denver in May of 2012, creating ordinances and public laws that say you don't have the right to sit on a sidewalk, to cover yourself with a blanket, to 9 years later having physical locations where it's legal to camp and you're not required to be crammed indoors, sharing a space where others can steal from you, where the stress of others doesn't give you a little mental health space. And that's important. That's important because the struggle that Wolf talked about the other day. I'm having a mental health moment. I want to walk outside of your multi-human, lots of people shelter and have my own little tent space. Okay. These safe outdoor spaces are catastrophically important because as we continue to build them, we can expand them not just in the city and county of Denver, but throughout the entire metropolitan area. I see that there's a comment in here from Trump who said it's offensive for an organization like the Catholic Church to be the largest real estate owner and that they're going to give people a shower and a tent. I have to tell you that the Catholic model that has been enforced regularly, Trump said, it has been the mass shelter system where Catholic charities are one of the service providers that tend to have bunk houses, military style, dormitory setting with, I guess now with COVID, beds that are set 6 to 8, 8 feet apart or whatever, and you get your little space. Before then, it might be 200 mats on the floor. I don't know what the RCC is, but 200 mats on the floor where people are head to head and or feet to feet, and they're packed in like sardines. Changing to a situation where a Catholic church, a Methodist church, a Salvation Army, a St. Vincent de Paul, a Volunteers of America, whoever it is, can utilize the resources they have, land, to create pods, individual shelters that are heated, where people can receive hot food, where they have access to bathrooms, where they have access to showers, is significantly greater than the impact that they're having being moved and swept, traumatically displaced, because swept is the word, right? There's no water, There's no bathrooms. Showers, as you saw, Showers for All considers that a dignity issue. Kids have to go to school. Clothes need to be cleansed so that when I go to my job, my coworkers aren't mad at me for having layers on me. So the point of all of this is that we're in the middle of a pandemic. The processes are changing. And I want people to see that that safe outdoor space should not be considered a FEMA concentration camp. I said it. The safe outdoor space should be considered a place where you can arrive, you can get some services, you can get direction. There's going to be people at locations that will do intakes, and that there will be care for your fellow human being. The reason I also like these places is that when you come into housing, or when you go into intake, there's a fast movement. Okay, we're going to do this and this and this and this and this, and they want to throw a lot of things and see what moves into the process. And unfortunately, that's not always comfortable, right? Somebody who's been watching their stuff, panhandling, asking for some assistance, protecting their stuff in a short space, may not have the physical or the mental energy to go off and get a 40-hour-a-week job like that. And it's not a fair expectation. There should be a series of steps, maybe a plan where people can own and take bite-sized actions, one step at a time, to move themselves into the change they seek to have in their lives. So what I like about the safe outdoor space is it's here. You moved in, you have a tent, a cot, a heat source, water, bathrooms, storage. Now you determine with the care worker what's next. Mental health day, go to counseling, set up doctors, surgical for dentists, things like that. Maybe we are getting birth certificates and doctor's forms. Maybe we're participating in job training. Maybe we're looking at just whatever it is, right? Everybody needs a little step in a direction, right? Carol says that she's received help from, in the past, food and rent help. That was grateful for. We're always grateful for a little help, right? And so having a place to stay and then worrying about the other things is a significant difference, right? When we complaining to the city that what they're doing is displacing people in a tragic and traumatic manner, and then doing nothing to help them move up, that's a waste of tax dollars. The videos, the conversations, people like Jeff Fard are engaging with musicians, hip-hop, the music industry, people from around the area, to draw attention that Denver's just doing it wrong. Okay? That's what we've been saying. So this is the message, right? That there's a better way. There's methodologies. Instead of sweeps, we want to get people keys. Instead of traumatic displacement, we want to have safe camping. We want to have safe survival, because camping should be fun. Camping should be the kind of thing you do to get away, to relax, to enjoy life. Instead, what we're doing is we're calling camping the thing that people are doing to survive. And it's not camping if it's not fun. Survival in the cold weather, in a showerless environment where you have to pee in a bag and then throw it away. It's not the way it should be done, right? So having toilets so that people can use a facility with dignity, that there's a place for a human being who's going through the menstrual process cycle to have a dignified way to take care of themselves. That you have food to eat, nourishment, before we worry about getting a job, being artistically creative, or a solutions-driven motivationalist or service assistant, right? Because it's not always about jobs. Maybe people's calling is to spend their days navigating the process with others. Maybe their mentality is that they want to spend 8 hours or 3 hours a day picking up garbage off the side of the beach and along the waterway so that the fish and the Mother Earth is not poisoned and sickened even further. We can't figure these things out if we're camping on the side, if we're surviving in the tree line space between a sidewalk and a roadway. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So, I got a huge amount of 11 of you here, and you've been hanging out for almost an hour, and I thank you for that. I'm not doing these panels and these conversations on a regular basis, so we'll say hello. Ira Z, Into, Carol Funk. We want to make sure that we're saying hi to everybody in the chat. Trump said. Jay Davis. Eric Brandt is not in jail. He's on the side of a road, on the side of a mountain, putting in a septic system for his 1983 estate. Sovereign Citizens, glad you're in here hanging out. Stormy Rose, glad you came in. Human Love Solidarity. Everybody else. I've done a little bit of chatting. I've covered a lot of topic this morning on the work of homelessness and what it is to live. We've seen some videos showing how it is, IRAZ, the life that people are living. It's a survival basis tactic. And I want to just remind you to go to the Emancipation Theater channel, where we are blowing it up with a message to the mayor. It's gotten millions of views already. There's their channel. Carol Funk, we want you to check her out. She's got a growing community. She's got 42 subscribers, 64 videos, and she needs some watch time. We need to get her to 1,000 subscribers. We need to get her to the watch hours to get those notices and pop-ups. And I am going to introduce you to a new channel that you need to be on. It's called Seeking Justice. And it's gonna take you a while to find it. There's a Seeking Justice News. That's not it. Let's see if I can find it this way. Live. Shame. You think I would have this down? Lots of people are live right now. 600 and some. No, maybe not all of them. Sorry, folks. I really am looking for my own new channel. Oh, I know what we'll do. It's called, I have a new video, and it's called J20 Meets Healed. Nicholas Healed. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now that I'm doing it, that I found it. This is it right here, Seeking Justice, my new channel. And you can find it because the first video is called J20 Meets Nicholas Healed. So we're going to share this video link in the StreamYard. And I got to tell you, folks, you want to watch it without all my stuff going on here because I need the watch time. Also, because I'm going to talk over the video for the majority of the time. And I'm going to let it lag. I'm going to give you the worst of it. But what you're experiencing on the screen is the first video I've published with video editing. That's right. You're watching it here first, and you should go watch it over there. That is J20 Meets Nicholas Healed. The channel is Seeking Justice, and we're going to give you that link right there, the link to Seeking Justice, the first video. Why do you give a care? Well, see, soon Cut the Plastic is only going to be about environmental intersectionalism, about recycling, infrastructure. And if you want to watch me say Happy Fuck the Cops Day, Lucinator69, thank you so very much, you're going to have to go to Seeking Justice. And there's a big picture vision behind this. Okay? First of all, I want more taxpayer work, as the city and county of Denver watching all my videos has to go over there and watch my videos instead of including being here. Okay. I want you to know that I'm suing the city and county of Denver for violating me as a journalist. Okay? And to prove to everybody that I'm not in it for the money, signed a contract. The contract says that 50% of my take has to go to a nonprofit. That's right. Half the money that I get from lawsuits involving the city and county of Denver and my activism and journalism activities goes away. I don't get it. It goes to nonprofits. Well, what nonprofit are you giving it to, Brian? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Cut the Plastic Environmental Mitigation Solutions is going to be building recycling machines. We're going to be educating communities about the intersectionality of consumption practices, housing, ineffective resource allocation, and wasteful destruction of our environment through our consumption practices. Okay? So, as Cut the Plastic on YouTube and on TrueTube goes in that direction, we're bringing everything protest related over to seeking justice. It's always smart to have a second channel anyway. Copyright violations, civil rights violations of free speech, all the things that are there. So that is the new channel, Seeking Justice. I think and I hope that you would share that video. One of the reasons I want you to share the video is that it's got Nicholas Heald in it. Right? So Nicholas Heald was at the Colorado State Capitol, and he was there with an abortion sign, no mask on, and he travels around the country and goes to churches and talks to people about how real are they when they walk their faith. And I really wish that I had had a chance to meet a guy like that and have a one-on-one conversation, a group out activity, and take them to the streets, take them to the places where it's real, right? Let's go to the churches where the doors are closed, like Trump said, commented earlier, the Catholic Church being the largest landowner. What are you doing for those that came before me? And many of you, closing beaches at night is a real deal because it's public spaces that they want to protect the environmental conditions of. Natural wildlife should have its own space. It should not be interfered upon at all hours of the day and night. Animals need to come out at night and eat. So I can see value in some of that stuff. Quite honestly, right? Cut the Plastic is about a faith walk of walking away from a career to move into environmental mitigation, science, education, tending to the planet, the Garden of Eden, Genesis 2:15. Here I give to you this place that you should take care of it and keep it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about that. But first, let me share with you a different page. I'm going to share with you another tab. And that is, of course, because you're at the Colorado Masquerade Studios here in Denver, Colorado. And Masquerade, with this funny Chicano wrestler wearing a Latinx person wearing a mask and a wrestling face. We want you to know that we can help you make your business or your organization stand out while protecting you, your employees, and the community. We make custom masks. They're 3- and 4-layer filtered masks. We can do screen printing. We can do digital printing on the masks before they're manufactured for your message to be out there. And and there's no order too small or too large. Why am I laughing? Folks, there's a lot you haven't seen. There's a lot you don't know. But you might find out a little bit of it right now, because I'm going to give you a quick glimpse. A quick glimpse, a peek, a sneak peek, a sneak peek, a sneak peek, a sneak peek. Oh, there it is. You caught it first here. You caught it first here. We're going into production soon. If you want your Happy Fuck the Cops Day t-shirt ordered, you might want to email me for advance orders, early stock before it goes public. Yeah. But CO Masquerade, we do make the masks here on site. We are a full producer of a variety of masks, and you can get yours by going to the website. Here's an example of Dasher. What? Oh, that website's jacked. God, I love it when people keep messing with their website and don't finish their stuff. Cool. There's the shop button. That's where you want to go to get your masks. Let's post that, because now I know why that problem's happening. So there's your shop, your masks right there. CO Masquerade. Now, there's some of the famous masks right there. I'm wearing one here right now. And the Olsen with paracords are currently on a discount. I got Olsen's with cloth ties for $12. I got Olsen's with paracords for $15. Queen Anne's with cloth ties for $12. So there's some sale prices on the website right now. I even got surgical cloth ties for $8 a piece. Those are double-sided, filtered, machine washable. You can go online to get your order right there. comasquerade.org. How do you like that? So, I got 3 subscribers. Fuck yeah. But if you want to watch the video of Nicholas Heald, you're going to have to go to watch it on my other channel. It's a really cool video. I got 7 views on it already. We'll talk to you later, folks. I gotta get back to work. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. Homelessness is not a crime. And why are people doing time? Living on the streets of the city and county of Denver is what's happening? Keep the fight up. We'll talk to you later. Oh, don't forget, TrueTube.live. TruTube.live. We're going to be broadcasting some exclusive stuff there, too.